Can Zasko, I'll go look. Let Akrog see. The four trolls marched in silence as they returned from the Hex Gate, carrying the arm of Zarek's cub between them. Too strong were the memories of their first journey into the many temples of the Sacred Seal. The Hierophant killing her own kin, the Hierophant turning into a demon, Zazka's dark words towards Grungwar. But above all else was the strange sense of being all four of them felt. The sense that a fifth creature was walking alongside them.
It reacts.
Still looks like dead meat to Zazka.
No, the stranger is right. The hex power here, it changed. It is more alive now.
And the stranger really thinks this is going to work. The Moonkin just find all the pieces, the stranger casts his little hex, and the cub will walk again?
Oh, trust me, there's nothing little about that hex. But yes, that seems to be the method. But in order to do that, we need to break the other three seals first.
And for that, they will need to find their dark echoes.
Correct. Now, we got lucky on Hirin's seal because the bones contained the exact echo we needed, and the portal was right there for you to compare it with. The other ones aren't going to be that easy. That said, I have done some thinking while you were gone. This masked goddess still remains a mystery. But I have solid theories on Shana and Nihalf, the patrons of the other two shrines. Which one would you like to hear first?
Finding these dark echoes will take the Moonkin a lot of time and strength. Is there no other way to break the seals?
If there is, it's beyond our capabilities. Keep in mind, even the Sacred Seal themselves who created these portals used an Echo Shaper to open them. I will keep thinking, of course, but for now I believe this is our best course of action. We know there are keys, and we have clues as to what they look like. We just need to find them.
So the Moonkin cannot know for sure which echo they need?
I'm afraid not. But again, we have hints, so even though failure is a possibility, it's not like we'll be firing arrows into the dark.
Only into the twilight.
Chieftain Akrog, you have a poetic streak.
Poetic?
Never mind.
Akrog has been thinking. Each Guardian is the patron of more than one thing, no? So is there more than one dark echo for each of them?
That's correct, there must be. Though some of them will certainly be harder to find than others. Let's take Hirin. He also represents the passage of souls. Good luck finding a dark echo for that.
They should look for simple echoes then.
Exactly, but I've done that already.
All right. Tell him about Shana. Who is she, and what could her dark echo be?
That one's fairly simple. Shana is also known as the Gentle Hand and the Mother, and she's the guardian goddess of maternal love, kindness, compassion, and homes. I think the dark echo we should focus on with her is cruelty.
As simple as a fist to the face.
That's correct, but I see no value in focusing on the more complex aspects of her. Kindness and compassion against cruelty. It doesn't get any simpler than that.
The stranger speaks true. Nihalf is the guardian of the tiny brittlebones, no?
He's worshipped by many of the light races, but the dwarves are his most ardent followers indeed. He's a bit tricky, Niehoff embodies craftsmanship, courage, honor, glory, and honesty.
Norg honest.
I believe that. Now, I'm not sure how we're supposed to find the dark echo of craftsmanship, but the other aspects are simpler. Cowardice, disgrace, lies. They are easy to find.
Even within the tribe.
Beg your pardon?
It matters not. Who could this masked goddess be, though? If she is a guardian, then she must be known.
Well, I assumed the same thing. But I went through all my books, and there's absolutely nothing. Ellen is sometimes depicted with a hood, but I doubt that's enough to call her a masked goddess.
This is bad, then. If they cannot break her Hex Gate seal, it matters not if they break all the others.
I'm aware, and I'm doing my best to solve that problem. This place is brimming with Hibernian writing, so there's got to be more information somewhere. Which brings me to a little request. If you find any Hibernian writings on your quest, bring them to me. Even if it tells us nothing about the masked goddess, the more we know about the sacred seal, the better.
They can do that. Cruelty and cowardice. Where are the Moonkin supposed to find them?
And therein lies the rub. If I were you, I'd start with cruelty, though. That should be easier to find. Maybe in a burning village, a freshly raided troll tribe camp. Or maybe you could even create it yourself. When you're there, just use your gift to feel for the echo. Only you can decide whether it's the one we need.
All right, Akrog will do what he can. He will look around the tribe camp first, though. Seems like everybody has settled in.
Ah, Chieftain Akrog. The most curious troll I have ever met. Do you have more questions for me? I cannot promise to answer them all. I hope you won't take it personally.
Akrog has a question for the stranger. Why choose the Moonkin to help bring back the field dog, when any strong creatures could protect him?
Oh, doubtless they could, but would they be as motivated as a tribe of trolls facing extinction? That motivation gives you strength that other creatures simply do not possess.
Well, maybe, but there are other races who know far more about hexes and the like. The stranger's own kin, for example.
Now you're doing your kind a disservice, Chieftain. You and many of your fellow trolls are just as clever as the average dwarf or human. Also, I didn't primarily choose you for your knowledge. I bring that part to the table.
Has the stranger learned anything new about the sacred seal?
About what in particular? The Order or the Temple?
Tell Akrog about the Order.
Very well. The Sacred Seal was an order of elite warrior priests and priestesses from the Hibernian Empire. The Order was entrusted with protecting their people from great dangers.
Great dangers like the field dog.
Precisely. They were sent to destroy the field dog. But apparently, that was not possible.
So they built a temple here to hold it.
Many temples, as you know by now, each one to protect one part of the field dog.
The part that Akrog understands not is how the Brittlebones managed to capture the field dog in the first place. He is a god, no? He should have crushed them like Eric's.
Indeed, and that is still a mystery to me. But you would do well to remember there are more ways to bring down an enemy than force alone. The Sacred Seal were masters of extremely powerful magic, and it is said that their leader, Hierophant Ishara, was a mighty mage indeed. My guess is that they had some special sort of weapon that allowed them to harm the field dog. But I have no proof of that yet. We will see.
It would be interesting to know. there is one thing Akrog cannot stop thinking about. How certain is the stranger that the field dog will help the Moonkin?
Oh, the big question. What would you have me say? That I am completely confident we'll be able to strike a pact with the creature? I won't lie to you, I'm not. We're talking about a demigod known for its massive powers of destruction, not its generosity of spirit.
So the Moonkin must simply hope for the best. Is that what he is saying?
More or less. But how does your kind say, let's cross that swamp when we get to it?
It still hurts not to be prepared. Where comes the stranger from?
Nowhere you have heard of, I'm sure.
Well, tell Akrog nonetheless. From what the stranger has said, Akrog has come to believe he is not from Urgeth. So why must he wear a mask, even here, so far from whatever his home is?
Because physical distance means nothing to my enemies. I cannot afford to make the mistake of thinking I am safe, even in this gloomy place.
Who are these enemies?
Believe me, the less you know about me and my past, the better.
The stranger is not making it very easy for Akrog to trust him.
I'm sorry to hear that, but I've said all I can.
Zazka told Akrog that the stranger spoke to Zazka first. Is that true? If so, how learned the stranger of the Moonkin and their troubles?
Well, actually, that was coincidence. I was exploring near your tribe camp by Mugwa's cradle, and I overheard a conversation between an eye of the tribe and your friend. They were having some sort of heated discussion about the best way to deal with the hunters.
So the stranger... what? He just decided to walk up to Zazka and offer his help? A dark elf to a troll?
You make it sound rather simple. I did think this through, of course, but yes, in essence, I just walked up to him and offered my help.
It is true, Akrog. That is how it was.
It sounds rather... simple.
In a way, it was.
He asked Akrog to look out for traces of the sacred seal and the masked goddess. Akrog found something.
Let me take a look. Very interesting. Keep them coming, chieftain.
Akrog will see what he can... All right, that is it for now.
Farewell is a classic.
What is this? Everything all right, little blood?
Oh, it nothing. No, I just think a lot, but he not find answer.
Well then, tell Akrog. Maybe he can help.
All right, if Big Blood say it about the hunters, no, I understand not why they kill Moonkin. They know Moonkin, no? They know they have trusted ones, sires. Why they so bad?
Because all they care about is their shiny stuff. They would probably kill their own trusted ones if it made them richer.
Kill trusted one? What? Who do that?
Brittlebones often do. Akrog has heard many stories.
That's so sad. Big Blood want else?
Akrog wonders, did Little Blood ever think about what he wants to be when he is older?
Wants be?
He will have to choose a role when he cusps. It is still a few dozen moons off, but not that long. Has Noak ever thought about that?
Sometimes it is true. Noak think he want to be an eye.
An eye? Why is that?
No, it just... Sire Narjak like to hunt, no? Noak want to... well...
Honor him.
But that not all. He also just like it. Leaves, trees, wind, air. It make Noak happy. Also, he can see much this way.
Interesting. Akrog always thought Noag would want to be a tamer or a healer like Crumb. He spends so much time with him and the Beaks. What is funny?
Oh, just... Noag want to be a tamer once. He even tell Crumple, and Crumple show him Beak to show taming. It no go well.
What happened?
Well, Crumple tell Noag to hold Beak gently, but Noag strong and, well...
The Beak died?
No. It just go squish a bit and fly away. But Noag no want to be a tamer after that. He not want to hurt Beaks.
Maybe Little Blood just needs practice.
Maybe, but... No, Noag B.I. He go climb mountains and trees and hunt boars, then eat at night.
All right then. Noag's cusping is still a while off anyway. How feels Little Blood? Anything troubling him?
Oh, just same as always.
And what is that?
Just dark thoughts. About tribe, about cub, about rot. Kin like Noag because he's so strong, but he worry he cannot shield them like he could not shield Sire. Sometimes he feel... what the word? Useless.
Little Blood is not useless, not at all.
Big Blood only say that because they same blood.
No, Akrog does not. If Little Blood were useless, would Akrog take him with them wherever they travel? He is one of the finest warriors the Moonkin ever had, and that before he is even old enough to hunt.
Big Blood mean that?
It is true.
Maybe he right then.
That is all for now. Let Akrog see. Grunwar wished to speak to Akrog.
Right. It is... it feels a bit silly, but... it is about the bloom Grunwar took. Magwa's tear.
The one he wanted to plant in the tribe camp to last.
It is true. To be short, Grunwar thought Magwa's power in that bloom would be stronger. Grunwar fears it is dying.
Mighty Mugwa cannot even keep a plant alive. How impressive.
Grunwar believes there is something that can keep it alive, though. Crushed bone. If the Moonkin could keep an eye out for bones on their journey, Grunwar would be grateful.
Akrog knows Mugwa's tears are sacred, but he understands not why this bloom is so important to Grunwar. It is just a plant.
Grunwar... never mind. It was a foolish idea, and Grunwar should not waste the chieftain's time. Forgive him.
Just speak true, Grunwar. What is it?
It is... Grunwar is not who he used to be anymore, chieftain. There are times when he wakes and wonders whose hide this is. 40 years ago, he could crush 3 brittle bones with one strike of his fist. Now, there are days when he can barely remember how to make his hexes anymore. He is not useless yet, but he knows that one day he will be. He has not Narjak's firstborn blood, so he will not live forever. And this day, it gives Grunwar dark thoughts. He wants not to be, well, a burden.
Oh no. So moving. Zazka's eyes are all wet.
Cut it out, Trusted One. Now.
Come on. If it was up to Old Fur, Zazka would not even be alive anymore.
This is not true. Grungwar is a powerful warrior still.
He is not. Trusted one Nerbach is, but Grungwar is not. Every hex is harder than the last. Every strike is... why is he saying all this? The chieftain has other troubles.
How old is Grungwar?
He counted the years not. But when he was a cub, Chieftain Narjak was still a cub too.
Akrog understands. But what have the tears to do with this?
It is hard to explain. But when this old hide fails at last and Magua takes Grungwar into the moonlit river, he would like to think that something of him remains with the tribe.
Like a grove of Magwa's tears.
A foolish thought, but it is true.
Fine. They will keep an eye out.
Grungwar thanks the chieftain. He truly does.
It is fine. Now come. They have much to do.
What he is doing.
What this? Got to ask the chieftain first.
Nerbach knows.
He was Akrog, trusted one Grungwar. Magwa praise. Nerbach and Anuk were just speaking of something. Magwa praise. Good work on setting up the tribe camp. Nerbach likes this place as little as trusted one Grungwar. But he must say, it is not a bad spot. Easy to defend. What spoke they of? The Moonton have a problem. They are low on food, and there are almost no animals to hunt. No animals? The Blackheart jungle is right at the bottom of the mountain. It is true, chieftain, but still. Anug's hunters come back from hunt earlier, and the only healthy game they find is 2 boar and 1 stag. All the rest is either dead or mad.
That corruption the stranger spoke of. So it spreads across the entire jungle?
Uh-huh. Whether it is the entire jungle, Anug cannot say. But as far as his eyes go... Speaking of corruption, what found Akrog behind the Hex Gate? Was there another part of the cub? It is a long story. Nerbach sees. So 1 dark echo for every Hex Gate, no?
It is true. The stranger is still trying to find out who the masked goddess is, but he thinks the dark echoes for Shana and Nihav are cruelty and cowardice. If the Moonkin want to open the gates, they need to find them.
Dark Echo, Hex Gates, Xerax Cub. Mugwa's tusks, all this make Anug's head spin. What are Nerbach's thoughts on this? The Field Dog, the Echoes, and the Brittlebone Temple. It matters not what Nerbach thinks. Akrog has spoken, so Nerbach bows to him.
Nerbach.
There is nothing to say. Anug is the Eye Master. Has he any idea where they might find cruelty? Akrog's first thought was the Bog Tusk tribe camp. There should still be corpses there. Bog Tusk tribe camp? Oh. Anug already ordered his eyes to scrap shelters there and burn the dead flesh. They is not kin, but Anug want not to leave them there.
Honorable. Then they need to look for cruelty somewhere else. Maybe...
The Brittlebone village. That is what Anug and Nerbach were talking about. There is a big Brittlebone tribe camp. A village a day's march north. The Moonkin should go there, crush the Brittlebones, and take their food. Simple.
Good idea. If they raid it, they might even create some cruelty. 2 beaks fed with 1 crumb.
Are they slavers? Or tusk hunters?
No,
Then why kill them?
because it will save the tribe from starving like dogs.
Tell Akrog more about this village. Who are they?
I, Master Anug.
Well, as Nurbok say, they mine things. Rocks and metal and scrap. Besides that, they not look like warriors to Anug. Julog even say he think one of the Brittlebone gods see him, but he not attack Julog.
Scared, probably.
Nurbok. Grim as always.
Hostile or not, a raid will cost Moonkin blood. Akrog wonders if there is no other way to get this food. They can try talk.
And when has a Brittlebone ever listened to a troll? The chieftain knows what they are like. The Moonkin are just animals to them.
Grungwar knows that not. Zazka has no love for Brittlebones, but they are not all the same. Just as not all troll kind are.
No, the Moonkin will try to peace talk first.
Is Akrog so afraid?
Only cautious. The Moonkin have lost over half their warriors over this rotten last moon, and Akrog will not risk any more lives than he must.
Fine. Then let Nurbok offer his crush stick. He and a pack of his best skull crushers will take care of this.
Akrog thanks Nurbok, but he cannot accept.
Why?
Because someone must protect the tribe camp while Akrog is gone. He, Grunwar, Zazka, and Littleblood will travel to the Brittlebone camp and find food. If too many warriors go, the Brittlebones will see them from a distance. Akrog has spoken.
Fine. Do what he must.
Nurbok. Charming as a fist of beak shit on a sleeping fur.
As I Master Anuk, any other ideas about this other Dark Echo? Cowardice.
No, not right now. But he think. Oh, and before the chieftain march, he must talk to Shepherd Crumb and Master Scrapper Zeramek. It is about the wounded and the Moonkin weapons.
All right. Akrog will speak to them when he finds the time. For now, the gathering is over. What has been keeping the eyes busy lately?
The same as always, Anuk would say. They take good care of the Moonkin, even if the chief did not see them. Right now, some eyes is look for greenskins and brittlebones.
Good. The tribe feels safer knowing the eyes are looking out for them. Akrog just realized he never asked. How ended Anuk up as the Eye Master of the Moonkin?
How he end up as the Eye Master? Probably just because he is the oldest eye that still live.
It's a dangerous role, is it not?
It is, but Anug won't have no other role. It's a great honor to be the eyes of the tribe, probably one of the greatest.
Sounds like Anuk is enjoying it then.
Enjoy is not the right word, but Anug no, not a better one. He do what is need of the tribe of him, that is all.
Can Akrog help the eyes in any way?
Can he use one of those hexes to make more trolls? Anug can never have enough eyes, and there is so few of them now, and so many enemies.
Akrog wishes it were that easy.
Well, then there is nothing Anug can think of right now.
How are the Moonkin's food supplies looking?
Too low. Not because they is bad at look, but because there is no food to find.
Yes, that is what Akrog had heard. Have they searched the whole area?
They look everywhere. It is long time since eyes find more than one animal at a time, and the beasts is all thin and sickly or wild like demons.
The tribe cannot go on for long without the food that Eye Master Anuk's trolls provide. Akrog wishes them luck with finding as much as they can.
Luck is nice, chieftain, but it not help much.
Anuk is right. Akrog hopes the tribe will soon be able to find a new home with as many creatures as they can hunt. He is trying to make that happen.
Then it is Anuk who wish luck to the chieftain. And he also sent out an eye or two to see what they can find.
Akrog thanks the Eye Master. He must go.
Stay safe, chieftain.
At his service.
What is that?
Ah, Chieftain Magua prays. Good of him to combine.
He means come by, no?
Same thing. Anyway, Zaramak means speak to Chieftain. He remember Cart Crumb speak of during Chainer battle? Chieftain hardly put much in there. Stone, wood, food. Zaramak disappointed.
They needed it all for the battle.
That all right, but still Zaramak could have used to make tribes stronger. For next battle, Chieftain put things in cart, then tell Zaramak in tribe camp what he want to do with it. Everyone happy.
All right, you will see what they can spare. Anuk said Zaramak wanted to talk about the Moonkin's weapons too.
It true. Zaramak shame to say, but he think Moonkin need better weapons. They just not good enough.
Why would the Moonkin need new weapons? Troll weapons are powerful.
True, but only because arm that swing them is strong. Zaramak have no love for brittle bones, but Chieftain must say brittle bone weapons good, very good, better than trolls.
Painful to hear, but true. What wants Zaramak to do?
So Zaramak think they should make weapons as good as brittle bone if they want survive. Problem, Zaramak cannot make them, so they need to find second scrapper who can.
Would Zaramak not mind having a second scrapper in the tribe? One who is better at shaping weapons than him.
If he be honest, no, he like not. But he also know good of tribe bigger than good of single troll.
Strong word. Big Blood always say the same thing.
Then Big Blood very wise.
Zaramak made Akrog a crush stick not long ago, and it crushes very well.
And Zaramak happy to hear, but who say it cannot work better?
The tribe has enough mouths to feed. Can Zaramak not learn to shape weapons the Brittlebone way too?
Zaramak wish he could, but no. It not that Brittlebone's smarter, it because Brittlebone shaping hard to learn. It take years. It is a fart, as Brittlebone elders say.
Arts. Zaramak means arts.
Same thing.
But where can they find such a scrapper? Akrog doubts the Tusk Hunters would work for the Moonkin.
True, but Zaramak have idea. He talked to Anub, and he tells Zaramak of smart Brittlebone scrapper who live not far from temple, in shelter in the wild. Apparently he shape all kind of things, weapons, traps, even creatures of iron that move all by themselves. Anug also say that Brittlebone scrapper have not left his shelter for moons, and no one know why. Zaramak think maybe Chieftain can...
Convince him to help them. next? How is Akrog supposed to convince him? Brittlebones hate trolls.
True, but he not shape weapon for Brittlebones for year, so maybe he grow tired of kin? Zaramak know not. Also, if he listen not, Chieftain can just drag him here by his tusks.
Teeth. Brittlebones have no tusks.
Same thing.
Tell Akrog more about this scrapper.
Well, Zaramak already say most. They say he very, very good. So good that even Brittlebone chieftains come to him to have him forge their weapons.
Maybe the Moonkin could also find cruelty there.
Cruelty?
Never mind. He said people made of iron?
Like what they call golems?
Golems.
Right, them. They move and crush very strong.
All right. Akrog will look for this Brittlebone scrapper.
Good. Chieftain have map, no? Here, that where he should march. It take them half day to get there, but Zaramak sure it worth it. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Chieftain.
Same to Zeramak. Mugwell praise. Bit nice day. Akrog is listening.
Zaska has been thinking. Akrog should really put Nurbok in his place. It is clear that he respects him not as a chieftain.
The fool scolds, the wise troll acts. It is true, Nurbok has been acting strangely. But if Akrog just uses the chieftain's word, it will not change him.
What? So Akrog should dance around Nurbok's pride?
No, he should act like his sire would have, with a calm mind. Talk to him once the Moonkin have found their new tribe camp, from troll to troll. Grangwa is sure there is a way to convince him.
Akrog will think about it.
Zaska is listening.
Chieftain, got scrap for Zaramak?
Zeramak must shape something.
Going now.
You wonder what next. What should he do?
No, I'll go look. Cursed, rotten, tuskless piece of rock. Julog wishes Mugwa would smash it with her udders.
Mugwa praise, Tamer Julog, beak friend. Something the matter?
Chieftain, he is, back. Julog meant no disrespect to Mugwa.
Julog should worry not. Mugwa would not be offended.
Zaska agrees. What troubles Julog? Why is he not with the beaks?
It is this rock. Julog thinks he heard iron beaks behind it which the Moonkin could tame. But this thing just too heavy, and he cannot move it.
Looks like this would need some time and materials. Akrog will send some workers over to clear it.
He would? That is wonderful, Chieftain. Julog thanks him.
What is good for the beaks and their tamers is good for the tribe. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Julog.
Sharp tusks and thick hide. Could he ask one more question? That thing on the stone slab, is that... they know...
It is Zarek's cub, it is true. The brittle bones cut him to pieces, and the Moonkin must restore him.
Julog hopes it will be kind to the Moonkin, then. Just being close to that thing makes his tusks tingle.
He is not alone in this feeling. They will be careful.
What next? You wonder what next. The building is done.
Keep moving.
Let Zaska get a proper look.
Akrog Bone Crusher.
Nurbok One Eye. Mugwa praise.
Akrog must leave.
Akrog.
Nurbok One Eye. Mugwa praise. Akrog just wanted to tell Nurbok. It was the right choice to strike a pact with the stranger. Without the strength of Zarek's cub, the Moonkin will die.
The Moonkin have survived for 1,000 moons, but that was because someone great led them. But this is not even about Zarek's cub or this brittle-bone hexer. Grungwa may whine about the traditions and Zarek abandoning the trolls all he wants. Nurbok cares for solutions, and Zaska is right. This might be one, even if Nurbok is still hesitant to believe anything good could ever come out of that cuckoo's mouth.
Zaska is a Moonkin. Chieftain Narjak decided so, and Zaska has done more for the tribe than many bloodkin.
Disgrace Mugwa's name with his stupid jokes he means? Tusks, Nurbok admires his trusted one's patience. This and Akrog's chieftainhood are the two things Nurbok and Grungwa will never agree on.
Akrog challenges Nurbok to a fight under Mugwa's eye. If he wins, then Nurbok will respect him.
No.
Too much of a coward?
Akrog can tell himself that. Nurbok will not fight him because he would crush Akrog's skull like a brittle bone head, and that would make Nurbok a kinslayer. And this tribe needs its great warrior still. So, if threats are all Akrog has to offer, he can go rot.
Why hates Nurbok Akrog so much?
Hate? This has nothing to do with hate. Akrog should simply not be chieftain.
But Nurbok should.
Nurbok, Grungwa, Tusks, even Anuk would make a better chieftain than Akrog.
Be glad to be useful.
Why thinks Nurbok this way? Because of what happened in the cradle. Grungwar has said it. The moment the Moonkin let the Brittlebones crush their traditions, they...
Nurbok knows what his trusted one says, and Grungwar is not all wrong in this. That is not what this is about. Akrog is simply too soft. He has known Akrog since Akrog was a cub, and it is true. All this spirit hearing, Grungwar's pampering, all this undeserved admiration from the tribe simply because he is the firstborn's cub. Give the beak too much meat, and he will become lazy and weak-willed. Mark Nurbok's words. Chieftain Akrog, when the day comes that he has to make a hard call, he will not make it. Nurbok bets his tusks on it.
Fine. Akrog made mistakes, and maybe he will make mistakes again, but that is what being a chieftain is about. But every single cursed mistake he will make will be because he wants the best for the tribe. It will not always be the right one, no, but it will never be a selfish one.
Akrog is good with words.
Because he speaks true.
Fine.
Fine.
Prove it. Prove that he has earned this by helping the tribe. Prove that his words are true. Then they will speak again. Now, is there anything else, Chieftain? If not, Nurbok's crush stick needs fixing.
That way.
Let Grungwa, trusted one crumple, no to play songbone?
Learn is more like it, trusted one Noeg. Crumb still has a long way to go.
Oh, but it's so nice. No act like a lot. He'll come listen often from now.
Crumb would like that. Krazak told Crumb Akrog found another part of Zarak's cub. Is that true?
It is. They will tell Crumb more later. Anuk said there was a problem with the wounded.
The wounded and the rotted ones, it's true. The long march through the jungle, the attack of the Tusk Hunters, the lack of food. Things are not looking good, Chieftain. They need something, or Kin will start dying by the dozen. But Crumb has been thinking, and he has a plan. Life grass.
The blessed herb? But it has died out.
Crumb thought so too, but a while ago, he heard rumors of a tribe in the desert called the Red Meadow. Apparently they guard a shrine, not so unlike Mugwa's cradle, and life grass grows around it. Crumb sent a beak to make sure this tribe in the desert exists, and there is indeed a grove of red grass. As to what this grass is, and whether the tribe there are enemies or friends, Crumb knows not. Please, Chieftain. The tribe cannot suffer more losses. Take a pack of warriors and go there. If there is life grass, it will save many lives. If not, at least the Moonkin tried.
Grungwar is the best hexer of the tribe. Can he not do something for the wounded?
For one or two kin, perhaps. But all of them? No. If Grungwa were that powerful, he would have cured the rot long ago.
Life grass. Akrog has heard of it. What is it?
It is a healing herb blessed by Magua that can cure even the deepest of wounds.
Like Mogwai tears?
No, less powerful and different. The hex power in Magwa's tears cannot be used to heal because a troll's flesh is too weak to handle it. The life grass only has a little bit of Magwa's power. That is why the Moonkin can use it.
Akrog sees. Perhaps the life grass could cure the rot, too.
If Crumb thought it could, he would have asked the chieftain to find the Red Meadow long ago. He will do his best, of course, but he doubts it will work. But Crumple could heal her. Not good enough, trusted one. Not good enough.
There are not that many troll tribes on Urgith. Has Crumb any idea who they might be?
He has not.
Neither does Grangwa. Making a tribe camp in the desert sounds like a strange and foolish thing for trolls to do.
Grungwa speaks true. Even if there is life grass in this red meadow, what if the trolls who live there want not to share?
Crumb prays to Magua, it comes not to that. But if it does, well, the chieftain needs to make a choice.
Just let them try to peace talk first. The Moonkin have lost so many, so they should not risk losing more.
All right. Akrog will find this red meadow and see if they can get the tribe there to share their life grass. They will take Anug and a scouting pack with them, just in case there is a battle.
Crumb hopes it comes not to that. He thanks the chieftain, truly. Before they march, perhaps Akrog could speak to Tamer Julog Beakfriend before he leaves. He told Crumb he has found a nesting place for the beaks, but he cannot get to it.
All right. Sharp tusks and thick hide.
Can a troll not rescue? Ah, chieftain. Mogwa prays. How can Crumb help him?
This might sound like a strange question, but how is Crumb always in such high spirits?
He is.
It certainly seems that way.
Well, perhaps it is because Crumb always tries to see the good, even where there is much bad. And he has much to thank Mogwa for, no? His beaks, his kin, an apprentice like Julog.
And the hunters, and the rot, and the knowledge that only a few moons ago, the tribe lost almost half their kin and the greatest chieftain there ever was.
Well, that is true. And of course, Crumb knows about all this, and it gives him dark thoughts, like everyone else. It is just... even in the darkest of days, there is something to be happy about, is there not? It is like an island in a sea. Even if one is chased by sharks, is it not better to think about the island rather than the sharks? While swimming as fast as one can. Think, chieftain. Akrog surely must have an island or two, even right now, amid all this chaos. Or not?
Well, there is the bravery of the tribe, Akrog supposes. They have been through so much, but they refuse to give up.
Spoken like a true chieftain.
Well, that sounds like a good island for a start, no? And whenever the dark thoughts get too strong, he should think of it, rather than the gloom.
Well, Akrog will see. He thanks Crumb for his words.
Of course.
How is the mood of the tribe?
The chieftain cannot tell?
He can, but Akrog is worried the kin show him not their true feelings. They always want to appear strong before the chieftain.
Well, that is true. However, Crumb thinks that as long as the kin still have the strength to show a strong face to the chieftain, it means that they have not given up. Once they bother not to conceal their fear anymore, it means that things have grown truly dire.
So they are not despairing yet.
No. No, they are not. Crumb feels this.
Well, Crumb's words in Magwa's ear. There is something Akrog has been meaning to ask. This bond Noag feels with Crumb. Feels Crumb it too.
Why Big Blood speak of Noag like he not here?
A good question. Perhaps they can speak of this later, Chieftain.
Has Crumb come up with any new music for the songbone that Little Blood made for him?
Oh, plenty. It is easier than Crumb thought. And so far, everyone is liking the sounds he makes with it. Well, either that, or they are too friendly to tell him otherwise.
Akrog has been wondering about this for a while. How is it that Crumb knows so much about plants, herbs, and animals?
How can he not? A troll spends every day of his life within them.
And yet most of them cannot tell the difference between life grass and a bitter shroom.
True. The truth is, Crumb has always been different in that regard. Since he was a cub, he has felt like the plants and beasts are talking to him.
So, Crumb can talk to plants and animals.
Not talk like Crumb and the Chieftain are talking right now, but in a way, he can. In the end, Crumb believes it comes down to choosing to listen. One can choose to see just green leaves and fur, or one can choose to see the living being behind it. Crumb decided to do the latter, and that is how he learned.
That sounds fascinating. Maybe Akrog should listen more.
If he decides to do so, Crumb will join him and help. It is good for the mind, Chieftain, especially when one carries such a heavy burden as he does. Perhaps when all this is over.
Perhaps. Akrog wonders, what thinks Crumb of the plan to resurrect Zarek's cub? Thinks he it is, well, foolish?
No.
So he shares not Grungwar's worries? That it will simply devour the Moonkin once they free it?
No. Zarek may have abandoned the trolls, but they are still his spawn, just like the cub is. This bond runs deep.
But the field dog was bred to destroy.
That is what they say about him. Tell Crumb, say the brittle bones not the same thing about troll kind? That they are crude, brutal creatures who only want to crush things?
They do.
There he has it. So, no. Crumb believes not that the cub will show the Moonkin any love, but perhaps fairness. He believes not this creature is as evil as everyone says it is. He believes it not.
Well, Akrog hopes Crumb is right. If only he could be sure.
Only Magwa can be sure of anything in this life. But there is no point in dwelling on it now, Chieftain. He has made his choice. So now all they can do is wait and see.
That is true. Well, Krog,
Magua praise.
Magua praise. It nice day. What next?
No, I'm going look. Oh, so Julog's ears tricked him not after all. Look at these beauties, chieftain. Look at them.
They sound very angry.
Because the Moonkin barged into their nesting place, of course. But worry not, chieftain. Just give Julog and Crumb a bit of time with them, and they will be eating the grains out of Julog's hand.
Any chance Sazka can get the bones of that hand? It would look nice around Sazka's neck.
Not funny, Small Tusk.
Julog will not disrespect trusted.
Leave it be, Akrog. No point.
These beaks look not like normal beaks. Think Julog they will be useful in battle.
Oh, surely. In truth, Crumb and Julog have been working on an idea, and these beaks might just be the right ones for it. Julog thanks the chieftain again. He thinks there are more rocks like this in the temple, maybe.
He will order them cleared when the Moonkin have the materials. Sharp tusks and thick hide, Julog. It nice day. You will lead the way.
This looks interesting.
Work.
What on earth is this?
Head towards certain doom? Sure, why not?